Welcome to All Home Care Matters, the show where we discuss all things home care, with discussions on important age-related matters and topics. Brought to you by Enriched Life Home Care Services, the #1 rated home care provider in Michigan by Top Rated Local.
Hello, and welcome back to All Home Care Matters. If this is your first time visiting us here at the show, we want to say thank you for taking time out to be with us today. We appreciate how valuable everyone's time is, and that's why we try and make each episode here at All Home Care Matters something that will hopefully matter to you. Friends, it's time for another Quick Tip episode. Quick Tip episodes are all about getting some good information and advice to you in a shorter episode, so you can listen between meetings, while you walk your dog, or whenever you have a free second to spare. On today's episode, we'll be discussing advice for personal care. As our loved ones age, personal care can become increasingly difficult. This is due to a myriad of reasons. Age can hinder our ability to move freely, and as we struggle to move our arms and legs the way we used to, simple tasks like bathing or brushing our teeth can be harder to accomplish. At the same time, diseases like dementia, Alzheimer's, or Parkinson's can keep a person from being able to care for themselves properly. That's why patients, especially in the later stages of these diseases, need someone to help them keep up with their hygiene, nutrition, and personal care. At the same time, depression is common among seniors. While depression isn't a normal part of aging, a variety of factors from increased dependence and isolation to coming to terms with an aging body and mind can lead to depression. Mental Health America reports that more than 2 million Americans over the age of 65 struggle with depression. These numbers have only risen during the pandemic, and as more seniors are facing isolation during quarantine. One major side effect of depression is feeling lethargic and unmotivated, so many people with depression will neglect their personal care. Regardless of the reason, it can be difficult to watch our loved ones struggle with their personal care, and many people aren't sure how they can provide their loved ones with the help that they need. Today, we'll go over some concrete advice for seniors who need help caring for themselves, from keeping up with good hygiene to getting dressed and ready for the day, and ready for sleep at night. Before we start though, I'd like to take a note that maintaining good hygiene actually helps a person's mental and physical health. On the mental health side, people who feel good on the outside generally feel better on the inside too. It's really that simple. Let's think of our bodies like a house. If our dirty clothes are scattered around the floor, our garbage is overflowing, and dirty dishes are piled up in the sink, we're not going to feel comfortable. As the dirt and grime build up, the house might even attract bugs and pests. If we're thinking about our body, the bugs and pests might be health issues that occur when we're not caring for ourselves. On the other hand, when our home is clean and nice, we feel so much better. We aren't overwhelmed with the stress of living in a dirty home, and when we don't have to focus our attention on the mess, we can focus on taking care of other aspects of our life, like cooking healthy meals, exercising, or even relaxing. As humans, we have to live in our bodies, so it's essential that we care for them. If the seniors in our lives are struggling to care for theirs, then they need help to ensure that they are safe, comfortable, and healthy. The first step to helping our loved ones care for themselves is to figure out why they are struggling. When we know the root of the problem, we can make the right steps to fix it. If they are struggling with personal care because of something like Parkinson's or dementia, for example, then we know that they need assistance from a caregiver because they are physically unable to keep up with their hygiene. This said, we don't want our loved ones to feel like they've lost all independence. So if there is anything they are capable of doing themselves, allow them to do it so they can hold on to that sense of pride and freedom. If our loved one is struggling because of depression, then we need to help them to feel better. Depression is a serious mental illness that can lead to other health problems down the line. Have your loved ones meet with their doctor to see if any medications are necessary, and also set up appointments with a counselor or therapist who might be able to get to the root of the depression. In terms of assisting with personal care, the best thing you can do is to let your loved one know you are there for them, you care about them, and you know that things are tough right now. Remind them that if they feel better on the outside, they might feel a sense of relief on the inside too. With seniors struggling with depression, you might not be able to care for them in a hands-on way like you would with a person with dementia or Parkinson's. Instead of bathing them yourself, which could make them feel even smaller and less dignified, help them to establish a routine for personal care and support, and encourage them as they try to follow it. You can make a chart for morning and nighttime routines so nothing is forgotten. You can even make the hygiene chores more fun by playing music, setting up a reward system, or choosing fun and colorful outfits for your loved one to get excited to put on. And you can also make your loved one's bathroom a more pleasant place to be in by setting up essential oils or air fresheners to make it smell good, and even light spa music can be fun. Avoid candles or any air fresheners with too many chemicals, as they can be unsafe. You can also heat towels in the dryer while your loved one bathes so they feel warm and welcoming. In addition to making the bathroom clean and nice, make sure it's safe. Install handrails in the shower and by the toilet, and purchase raised toilet seats and shower benches, and set up slip-free mats for the bathroom floor and shower floor. This might help your loved one feel more confident as they get ready for the day. And you also want to make sure everything hygiene related is easily accessible and organized. It can be helpful to lay out outfits for the day, although you should let your loved one choose what they want to wear if possible. And lay out and organize towels, shampoos, and shower brushes. And keep hair and toothbrushes easily accessible by the mirror and bathroom sink. Sometimes a little more organization is all a person needs to feel back on track. Sage Via, a caregiver specialist at A Place for Mom, says that organization can also help seniors feel a little more independent. Sometimes a person doesn't brush their hair because their brush is too far out of reach, not because they're incapable of it. According to Via, I ask if they need me to get the items ready or physically assist them. Sometimes they just need the items laid out. I try to let them do as much as possible to help them feel independent. On that note, independence really is a key word here. If you try to do everything for your loved one, it might make them feel frustrated, suffocated, and even sad. No one likes losing their independence, so be gentle with how you approach the subject of personal care. Talk to them about what exactly they believe they need help with, and don't press to help further unless absolutely necessary. If your loved one takes a long time to brush their teeth, for example, don't do it for them because you're impatient. Let them take the time they need to get it done. Now, if they physically are unable to brush their teeth, then you need to step in to provide more hands-on assistance. Personal care can be a struggle for anyone as they get older, but with the right tools and tips, it doesn't need to be too terribly difficult. Just remember, maintaining personal care is essential for a number of reasons. So if your loved one is having a hard time, don't ignore it. The more you can provide them with the support and help they need, the better. We want to thank you for joining us here at All Home Care Matters. All Home Care Matters is here for you and to help families as they navigate these long-term care issues. And we invite you to please visit us at allhomecarematters.com, where there is a private, secure, fillable form where you can give us feedback, show ideas, or if you have questions. Every form is read and responded to. And if there is a quick tip topic you would like for us to do an episode on, let us know and it may be featured in a future episode. And please, if you know someone who could benefit from this episode, please share it with them. And remember, you can listen to the show on any of your favorite podcast streaming platforms and watch the show on our YouTube channel. And make sure to hit that subscribe button so you'll never miss an episode. On the next episode of All Home Care Matters, we will be discussing tips for caring for a loved one with dementia. Thank you so much.
Thank you for joining us today. We look forward to you joining us again on another episode of All Home Care Matters. To learn more about the show and to connect with us, visit us at allhomecarematters.com.